Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing this, I want to call it an ultimate fall look, but it's not like an ultimate fall look by any means. I want to call it that because I'm using the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice eyeshadow palette today, and it's just giving me all of the fall vibes. It's like November already, so in my book, that's fall. Is that fall? I don't know. Like, fall's cool, but I really am a summer person. But I love my fall makeup looks. I'm really into fall makeup looks. I love all the fall tones and everything. So I'm bringing you today a dramatic fall makeup look. And like, this lip is very different from what I usually do, I feel like. So if you want to learn how to get this look, then please keep on watching. So we're going to start off by priming our eyelids. I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Then I'm going to set the eyeshadow base with some powder. This is my Fenty Beauty Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Butter. And this is the Luxie 233 Large Fluff. Just tapping it. Got powder everywhere. And then a little bit on the brows. So because it's like fall and going into winter, I think it's like just fall starting right now. I'd gotten the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette, and I usually get all of the palettes that they come out in like this tin can pan, because if you guys remember, they're very infamous for their Too Faced chocolate palettes, and those are one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes and like collection from them. And obviously they were so big and so iconic. Like, that was everyone's first eyeshadow palette, I guess, besides the Urban Decay Naked palette. But like, these were so iconic. So I do definitely pick these up because I think these are really, the formulation in these are really good. I mean, I haven't tried them in a long time, but their peach one I loved. And then they had another one after the peach, I think. But I do like Too Faced as a brand, and I think that everything they come out with is so cute and adorable. This is what it looks like. It has a good mix of shades, so I'm super excited to try these, and it smells amazing. It kind of has like a light chocolate with pumpkin smell, but I can't really, I'm not quite sure. It's like not as strong as it used to be. Like I know the peach one used to be like super strong, but I did love the smell a lot. So I'm very excited because I want to do like a very fall look. I don't know. I'm going to take my Morphe JH30, and I'm going to go ahead and take my first shade. I'm going to take a little bit of fall for it and Sweetie Pie right here. This like mustard yellow or mustard brown. A brownish mustard color. I'm going to start right in the center and blending it back and forth, windshield wiper motions. I haven't picked up a Too Faced palette in such a long time, so I'm super excited about this. Like, it brings me back to, like, you know, the old YouTube days, like a couple years back, and like these palettes were such a big thing. I really like these two shades. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Morphe M573, and I'm gonna go in with Pumpkin Spice right here. It's a really gorgeous, like, orangey pumpkin spice shade. I'm applying this to the outer corners, patting it first, and we're going to blend. Maybe I'll use this as like a transitional shade because it's not really turning up at the outer corners. I'm going to take it and I'm going to further blend out the two transitional shades I used, because maybe then I'll like pop. I'm going to take the shade Ginger Spice right here next to Pumpkin Spice, a gingery red color. I'm going to apply this to the outer corners, blending it out, but I want to make sure that it kind of like wings up a little, kind of like gives me that almond shaped cat eye effect. That is so pretty. Kind of reminds me of like sunset eyes, like a phoenix, like some phoenix colors. I don't know. Take my JH30 and blend this out to soften up any edges. I'm taking the JH33 and I'm going to kind of like deepen this up just a little bit, because when I think of like the ultimate fall look, I think of like smoky brown brickish red eyes. Like, is that just to me? I don't know. And like brown lips. So I'm going to take the shade Love You a Latte, which is like a muted brown. I'm going to apply that to the outer corners. Kind of just like smoke this out, you know? I'm really just focusing the shade in the outer corners first, and then I can like wing it out a little bit. I'm kind of like tilting my head back a little bit so I can see where the depth of my crease is, because I don't really have a prominent crease, so kind of like looking back really helps. I take a little bit of the Sweetie Pie shade and a little bit of Fall For It, the two transitional colors I started with, and blend out the outer corners. I really like this look. I know I look a little crazy, but it's okay. I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to go in with KoKo Drizzle and then a little bit of the shade called KoKo Drizzle and then this shade Warm and Cozy. I'm going to strictly focus these two shades, the outer corners, outer corner lash line, to really like smoke this out, this area right here, just blending it in circular motions. I'm going to go back with my M573 and I'm going to take a little bit of pumpkin spice. We're going to blend everything out. Use like this shade called Fall Vibes, but I don't think it's going to match the tones of my look. So because I like didn't really know if I wanted to use the shimmery shades in this palette, I didn't pick it up. I had this in my collection. I've used it before. This is the Dose of Colors Ideal Duo in Maple, and I love this shade. I think this shade is like the ultimate fall color, literally like a maple color. It looks like this super gorgeous like maroony brown shade. I'm going to grab some on my finger. It looks like this. Super gorgeous shade, and I think it just goes really well with the colors I have on. So I'm gonna pat my finger like, oh, gorgeous. Take a flat shader brush, my Morphe 167, spritz a little bit of my Urban Decay all-nighter spray to amplify it. So gorgeous. I wish that like hopefully my camera's catching this. The Ideals from Dose of Colors before. I think like not in my recent tutorials, but they are a little bit older, but I love these. It also comes with like a cream base, but I don't really like using it because I feel like it kind of makes it crumble a little. So I like just using it by itself, and it's amazing by itself. I'm now taking my Luxie 227 blending, and I'm just blending out the harsh lines. I like never do my face makeup first anymore because like this just got all over my face, and if my face makeup were to be done, it would be like completely ruined. Okay. I'm going to step away from the palette for a little bit and we're going to work on the face. I'm going to add a little bit of glow. This is the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops in Fantasy, and this is the rose gold one, so I don't know if they still have this. The Do You Dewdrops, the regular shade, is really gorgeous too. I just thought I'd use it because I have it in my collection. Because it's like a rose gold shade, it kind of makes me look like I have a bad tan. But it goes away after a little bit. The foundation I'm going to be using today is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I have the shade 1 Warm. My Sigma F60 foundation brush. This looks like a pretty good match. I mean, it kind of looks scary on camera because I feel like my eyes are so dark and everywhere else is like covered. It looks pretty good. I'd gotten another shade before, like 1 neutral, and I think it was just too neutral and it made me look gray and like deadly. This is like a warm undertone. It definitely looks better. I'm going to take my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Ginger per usual. I'm just covering my dark circles at my look. Alright you guys, I'm going to go ahead and cream contour my face. I'm using my Fenty Beauty Cream Contour in Teddi. I really like the formulation of this. It's like gives me the right amount of color, but it's not too pigmented. It's just like the right amount of pigmentation. I love the Huda Beauty one, but sometimes if I want to go in with like a bigger brush, it kind of is too pigmented, so it like is too much. But this, I think, if you're starting out with cream contour, you're a little scared, this is a good brush. I mean, this is a good product for you to start cream contour with. I'm going to take my Morphe E50. I'm just literally going to dab my brush into there and start high. I like to go in with my beauty blender or any kind of makeup sponge and blend. There it goes. That's literally all I do, and it's super easy, and then we can clean it up. I'm going to be using the oldie but goodie Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer in Wheat and Creme Brulee. Haven't used these in so long. They used to be in every single tutorial. I'm running low. I'm using Creme Brulee, which is a little bit more yellow. I'm like literally out of this. I had no idea. But we're going to try and make this work. Scraping the edges. I had no idea. I'm so proud of myself. I have a little bit more of this wheat color though, the lighter shade. I will say you do have to like blend this concealer out quite quickly. Like you can't really let it set for too long. There's definitely a sweet spot. Once you like pass that sweet spot, it kind of like stays in where it is. So you have to be careful. I'm going to take my E28 from Morphe and just blending in my inner corners, making sure everything is blended. I'm going to set the areas everywhere besides my under eyes, and today I'll be using the Too Faced powder, Born This Way powder in Shortbread. It's so hard to like find my face brushes. I really need to clean them. This is the JH11 pat, and then when you know it's like set everywhere, you can like dust off so it doesn't move anything. And I really wish I was one of those girls where I didn't need to set anything or set my whole face, but I'm literally so oily that I really need to set everywhere or it will slide off my face. I will be using the Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer, and this is number 3 Natural. And it smells so good. I mean, it kind of smells like a little old lady-ish. But I still really like the scent, but it is, if you are very like sensitive to smells, this is kind of strong. So you may want to be careful. Taking my MAC 140 Special Edition brush. And this isn't like a full matte bronzer. Like there is a little bit of shimmer to it. When I say that the smell kind of disappears once it gets on your face. It's so pretty. And can you believe it or not, we're not going to be contouring today, so that's all the bronzer I'm using. FX Monochromatic Blush Duo in Spiced Cinnamon. It's really pretty. I'm going to take my Sonia Kashuk brush, and we're just going to lightly tap this because I don't know, I'm pretty sure they're like pretty pigmented. And then I also wanted to use, because I just had and I thought why not, this is the Laura Mercier Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder in number 1. It's kind of similar to the Hourglass ambient powders. So I'm just going to like pat it everywhere. Okay guys, so I went ahead and applied some lashes. These are my KoKo Lashes Goddess, and I did smoke some shadow on my lower lash line. I took a little bit of Spice Baby. And oh my god, that shade that I was saying Love You a Latte is actually called Spice Baby. So I took Spice Baby and Cocoa Drizzle, and I smudged that on my lower lash line. I took Pumpkin Spice and Fall For It, and I like blended those shades. So I have like whatever that little orangey yellow crease shade is also on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and apply some highlight. This is my Pixi by Petra Glossy Glowy Gossemor Duo in Delicate Dew. I'm going to take this side, the shade right here. Take my Morphe M310. I clearly cannot talk. It makes my face like look wet and like dewy. I also wanted to mention that I did apply some inner corner highlight with the pumpkin spice palette. I used the shade Oh My Gourd right here. It's like a little pinky shade. I'm going to go ahead and set my brows using the Terracotta shaping wax in Tinted to set my face using my Urban Decay all-nighter spray. Alright you guys, I applied mascara on my lower lashes. This is the L'Oreal Shocking Extensions mascara. I can't believe I'm forgetting the name of this mascara. I'm going to line my lips. I'm going to be using the Kylie Cosmetics Coconut Lip Liner today. And I'm going to go with the KKW lip liner in a 90s icon. And I'm going to, what's that word? I'm going to contour the lips. And then I'm going to take a little tiny bit. This is the KKW and Kylie collab. I believe it's like their second collab in the shade Double Trouble. It's like a very fall-y red. I'm going to tap that too. I'm sorry, it's not a red. I said it was a red for I don't know why. It's like a brownish burgundy. A pretty lip combo. That was actually my first time wearing that or even trying it. I've got it a while ago. Never wanted to try it. I don't know. Alright you guys, this is the end of my tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And follow me on my social media and I will see you guys in the next one.